Hey, you guys, I am sharing some cool information with you. You're welcome to take advantage of some of these promotions that I'm using, and you're also welcome to take them and morph them into something that makes more sense for you if this doesn't track for you. So I'm going to just pop through them quick so I'm not taking up a ton of your time and you get the information when you are available because everybody's super busy right now, right? Everything's with summer and school coming to an end and people are busy with work and sports and all the things. So just thought I'd get this recorded and in your hands so you can watch it while you're going to sleep or driving in between obligations. So these are different types of incentives, and what I'm finding to be really important is incentivizing different parts of our business, right? So if we aren't incentivizing, if we're not putting attention in that area, then we're really kind of leaving it up to chance. We're kind of just hoping, we're not really making plans and hitting goals. We're just hoping that we do. So these incentives are put in place to grow different parts of your business. And if you're using one or the other because you have specific goals in the area, that's awesome. But know that if you aren't putting a focus in one area or the other, then you're kind of leaving it up to chance. So I encourage you to find something, even if it's just something small for each one of these categories, so that you are pushing in the right direction and you have a little bit more control over how things go, right? Sometimes we're just like, we put it in the hands of the person that we're talking to, and we tend not to take a ton of responsibility for the outcome. These incentives will help us take more responsibility for the outcomes. And they don't have to be dramatic, they can be smaller, you can go bigger, whatever you want to do, but any incentive is a good incentive. So the different categories are really networking, customer base, and then shares and builders. You're familiar with the three terms user, share, or builder. Those areas for sure have to be focused on, but then also, how do we get new customers? We always have to be networking. So you want to incentivize something there. So let me get into it. Networking incentives. All right. So this is something new that I'm doing. I had never done this before, but I am offering it up to new people so that I can tap into their market. That's really what a referral bonus is for, not necessarily to grow the relationship of the person that you're talking with. Maybe you already have a relationship with them. Maybe they're already like one of your really great customers, or maybe they're like an oil fan, right? Like they're not a customer, but they like everything you do on Facebook, or they go to all your events, but they're not a customer. Sometimes we just have people like that. Or maybe they're the type of person where they only turn out for BOGO week. Like you can't get them to enroll. They don't have a membership. But if we've got peppermint and lavender, buy one, get one, you know that they're number one knocking on your door for that. So those are the types of people you want to reach out to with this. Maybe it's friends and family. Maybe they have oils, maybe they don't, but they really believe in what you're doing and they want to support you. So if somebody refers a person to me and they become an essential oil customer with 100 PV enrollment order, I will gift that person $25 in free oils. If somebody refers a client to me for health coaching, I will gift that person $50 in free oils. And just so you know, because I'm not sure all of us have had this conversation yet, I do offer 3 different things with my coaching programs. One is a 6-month program where I meet with the client every other week for 6 months, and we reach their goal. We set up their goals based on the things that they're wanting to achieve. I hold them accountable to those goals. We really discover the reasons why they are wanting to do those things, and I support them with lifestyle change, dietary recommendations, and I hold space for them. So many times we don't have that type of relationship with our doctor, even though we kind of long for it, where we'd like to just share everything. This is a space where you can do that and get natural remedies and solutions that can support you. As an add-on to that, I do work with a functional medicine doctor who runs comprehensive blood work and through that, we can look at things like thyroid issues, autoimmune disorders, red blood cell health, blood sugar health, heart health, liver and kidney health. And it paints like a really vivid picture of your overall health. And in doing that, I can then recommend supplements through the doctor. So I cannot cure, treat, or diagnose, but the doctor can. And I can then implement recommendations from the doctor. Most of my clients are on Lifelong Vitality. If they are already essential oil customers or are kind of leaning that way, maybe they're a prospect, this is a really great way to solidify their relationship with doTERRA as well, because my recommendations will include essential oils and doTERRA supplements. So yes, if you refer somebody to me for a coaching program, I will gift you with $50 in free oils, or $50 if you prefer. And know that if it's one of your prospects or one of your customers, it's going to strengthen their relationship with doTERRA and therefore make them a better customer for you as well. So it's a win-win situation. If somebody refers a person to me and they decide that they want to build, I will then gift that person $100 in free oils, only after that business partner or that new builder launches with 4 classes and they start the business builder certificate program. So those are my referral bonuses. Feel free to do something similar. You know, we're working towards getting 25% in fast cash versus 20%. It hasn't happened yet. I'm kind of jumping the gun here with giving 25% or $25 in oils back. But again, I'm using points. I've got a stash. It's not a big deal. You can easily give $25 in oils, especially with all the freebies we get. It's really not 25 actual dollars. It's $25 in oils. Totally manageable. All right, this is the one that I think is the most important for you guys right now. Hostess gifts. So this is incentivizing getting people to the class as well as closes. So sometimes hostess reward programs only incentivize getting people to the class, and then you're out all this product and gifts that you're giving away and there's no closes. So I wanted to make sure that the hostess program involved both. So when somebody hosts a class, they earn a keychain. Mine's in the other room. I ordered 25 brand new adorable keychains from Oil Life. They are in pretty colors. I think I got 5 different colors. If you would like to use them, you're welcome to. They are super inexpensive. And when people see you using yours, they are going to get really excited about this and want to know how they can get one for themselves. Everybody loves little mini bottles, right? Those cute little quarter drams, and then a cute little zipper pouch to put them in and keep on your keychain. Like, people get really jazzed about this for some reason. So I'm totally using this in my hostess program, and you're welcome to use this graphic, or if you see a little tweak that would make it better for you, I'm happy to do that as well. So this is how it works. Schedule your class and receive your first free gift, a doTERRA keychain to be filled with 1 vial for each guest that is present at your class. So this is incentivizing hosting the class. Number 1, you get the keychain. Number 2, it's incentivizing guests because you get a vial for every person that shows up. And then it starts to incentivize closes. So any PV amount between 100 and 249, you get to choose one of those gifts below. And mind you, each one of those gifts below are well under $20 a piece. So again, you can use your points. You can stock up on these things so that you have them available for a class. And they don't have to be exactly these products. So you can really just play with this idea and maybe even just have a stash of things that you are giving away and do a grab bag. So if it's an in-person event, you can have a mystery bag. I've heard people that do this, that has all sorts of different oils and products and things in it. And then when the class hits a certain PV level, then they get to pick that many times out of the grab bag. So if it's between 100 and 249, they can choose once from the mystery bag, and so on and so on and so on. And if their PV is over 1,000, they can do 5. And then if somebody books a class, they get an additional gift and a diffuser. Although I might edit this to be, they get a diffuser and 5 gifts with 100 PV class. That's actually what I think I would prefer here. So yeah, this is something you can use for yourself. And again, if you want it tweaked, easy for me to do, no problem. All right, customer incentives. What do we have here? So first off, we all have a customer base already. Many of us have been doing this for several years, and there are people who have enrolled and then they become inactive. So anybody who becomes inactive for 6 months or more, this is just a little extra thing that can be supportive for your business. This is actually an opportunity for one, you to re-engage them, and two, to move them. So like, let's say you have somebody who you forgot to move and they're stuck on your front line. They go idle for 6 months. Now, if they are to place an order, if you reactivate them, if you get them more excited and jazzed about oils, then very easy, they just send an email to placements that says, I, Mary Jane, would like to change my sponsorship to Peggy Sue, and just make sure that you include the ID numbers after the name, effective immediately. And that goes to placements, and you want to have them copy you as well. And you can forward it to me, and they'll move them. It's really easy, not a lot of hoops to jump through. What I do is I actually will write the email for them. And when this happens, they get a free Citrus Bliss. And that's not a doTERRA promotion. That's from me. I have a stock of Citrus Bliss. So anybody who gets reactivated after 6 months of being idle, I like it to be 100 PV order. And you want to push for LRP always. But I would take like 50 PV LRP would be fabulous too. If you're getting somebody active again, it's great volume, great residual income. So, and then if they're idle for a year or more, then doTERRA will give them a peppermint. So after a year of them being idle, it's guaranteed to be time for them to reactivate their account. And when you do that, you pay for the membership. You pay your $25 to renew, and doTERRA sends you a free peppermint, and then I will send them a free Citrus Bliss. So they're getting both when it's been a year or more. So that is fun. You can reach out to people specifically, go into your back office, and you can see last order placed, and then you can strategically just reach out to those people, letting them know that this is available to them, reintroduce them to the continuing education that I'll share more about in a couple of slides, and just get them jazzed again about essential oils. And this is just a little promo that can help you do that. All right, so within the customer category, we're also talking about enrolling new customers. These are the kits that you're super familiar with. Through the end of June, we do have access to a diamond code. So you'll be able to get the Citrus Bliss for free for any enrollment orders that are over 100 PV. And the oil that goes along with that is Citrus Bliss. Also this month, there is the Breathe promo, which isn't included in these graphics, but any order, enrollment order, LRP order, one-time order, that is over 100 PV gets a free Breathe roller bottle, a free Breathe Touch. And then any 200 PV orders, so like this one in particular, they would not only receive the Citrus Bliss, but they'd receive that entire Breathe promo. So Breathe Touch, Breathe Essential Oil, Peppermint Essential Oil, and Breathe drops. So that's a really great time to get somebody involved here where they can get all those things for free. And it doesn't come out of your pocket. Those are enrollment promos that you can take advantage of from doTERRA. And the more you can lean into the doTERRA promotions, the better. And just really making sure to share that information with people to add value to the kit that we're talking to them about. And I am including in all of my graphics moving forward mention of the business. So the words I'm currently using for the graphics are PS, interested in building your own holistic business, get an additional 25% off of this kit. So I will gift them 25% back, almost like a what's the word? Like a rebate where once they buy it, they will have to pay the full price, and then I will gift them back that 25% either through Venmo or cash or whatever we agree upon. So that's if you are all in for doing the business. Okay. So are you ready to start a holistic business? And then it goes on to say what that means. So you would also get access to the Business Builder Certification course, which is completely free. We really need to be playing this up, you guys, because we give education away for free. A lot of companies will charge for this type of thing, and it is really world-class education. So they will not be unsure of how to get started or what direction to go in. They will have everything at their fingertips. You also, obviously, you know this, get one-on-one mentorship when you decide to do the business, world-class community of support. And I stress world-class because we are an international community. Roger and Emmanuel Deuce have an international team. We're a part of it. So they pour into us and we have access to all the amazing information that they have. There's no experience necessary. We have everything that you need to launch quickly and effectively. Are you all in? So what I'm giving when somebody says that they're all in with this is that 25% back. I'm giving them the Business Builder Guide. And I also have a couple Soul Truth journals. So I'm adding that in, and then a little starter package with some quarter drams, probably like 25 or so. I'm not going to go all in with 144, but they're welcome to. Once they decide that they're all in, they'll know that that's a priority and that they should have that in stock. So this is just going to be more of a part of my conversation with people around getting started with doTERRA. If we don't talk about the business, no one's going to do the business. So I am very gently offering it to everyone that gets started with doTERRA. You know, if we had this amazing chocolate cake and a spread of chocolate chip cookies, and there were people in the house and we didn't offer it to them, that would be kind of rude, right? It's kind of the same thing here. We have this amazing opportunity that is truly life-changing, both in a physical way and a financial way and a spiritual way, in a community sort of way. And not sharing that with people is like hoarding chocolate cake. So I just encourage you to do the same. And you're, again, welcome to use my graphics. And if you would prefer a little tweak, I'm happy to do that for you also. I don't want you to forget about LRP Love. Now, this is something that Katrina does promote in the Life Fuel community education group. And I think it's a really smart idea to have your people in that group. She has reminders for this regularly. They're automated, so you're not going to forget to remind people that this is happening. But just so you know, if you've never experienced the LRP Love program, this is how it works. Every month, there's 4 chances to win. Drawings are pulled on Tuesdays, and Katrina goes into her entire downline and she pulls an 8 as long as they are meeting this requirement. So in week 1, anybody who places 100 PV or more order by that Tuesday in the beginning part of the month will be entered into the drawing and they could potentially win. Week 2, same thing, 100 PV order, 100 PV or more, everyone gets entered into the drawing. Even the people who were entered in the first week will get entered that's a second time. Week 3, this is really for newbies, placing 1 order with 1 PV or more, right? So like somebody who's not on LRP, they haven't done a lot with their account yet, and they're just dipping their toe in the water. This is a little incentive to get them started too. So they could literally order a chapstick or a lemon, and it doesn't even need to be, anything crazy. It just needs to be in LRP. So this is all to promote using the loyalty rewards program and getting people familiar with it and using it and seeing the value in it. So 1 PV in their LRP. So that means that if you place a 100 PV order in your LRP in week 1, you're entered into the drawing in week 1, week 2, and week 3. So you get 3 chances. And then week 4, this is for people who are enrolled that month. So they enroll that month and they've set up their LRP for the following month. They will all get entered into this drawing as well. And it's a smaller pool, right? Because we have less enrollments per month total than we do have people on 100 PV LRPs throughout Katrina's whole organization, right? So your odds go way up when you do this. So it's a little nugget that you can share with people when they've enrolled, and then you're talking to them either right then and there or during your wellness consult about getting set up on LRP. So, and there's no minimum PV requirement for this. It's just set up on an LRP the month following your enrollment. And then this one, you guys, is probably the most involved. This is the all-in promo for new enrollments. This is a 90-day program, and this is really in alignment with doTERRA's incentive trips. So the next one coming up is Jamaica. Encourage you to look into the requirements for that. And this is also in alignment with the requirements for Founders Club. So when somebody enrolls, you get 3 iTovi scan sessions. My iTovi's in. I've scanned myself 3 times today, which is totally ridiculous, but people get iTovi scans. So I will physically drive to where they are and do an iTovi scan with them and you, and we can just educate them on the oils that will be best for their body and what they should add into their LRP over the next 3 months from their enrollment. They will get a Symphony of the Cells book, an essential oil app. So I wasn't specific on the app here because I don't want them going to look for the app and just getting it for themselves because it's $5. They don't need to know that. So the app that I'm using here is the Essential Life app, and it's $4.99. Full access to continuing education. That is our Wednesday night classes. 10% credit on each order plus shipping points. So that 10% credit is the points that you get on your LRP orders. Everybody starts off at 10%, and then you get your shipping points back for free. Entered into monthly prize drawings. That's the LRP Love, and then $100 in free oils you choose. So how does it work? How do they get that? They have to, number 1, complete their lifestyle overview. So that's their membership overview, where I will likely do an iTovi scan. And again, you can modify this to what makes the most sense for you, but know that I'm available to help all the time. I use doTERRA products and oils every day for 90 days and place a 100 PV order each month for 3 months. So that's how they get it. They are doing a 100 PV order in their LRP the 3 months following their enrollment. And then I'm just giving back my fast cash essentially and adding a little bit of extra fun for them with the iTovi scan and everything else. So Symphony of the Cells books I ordered already. They're like $14 a piece. The Essential Oil app is $5. And then everything else is not out of my pocket. Everything is just either free and just extra value add and time involved to really support them. But this is a 90-day program, and you talk to them about this when they enroll, and this is when they're excited, and this is when they're starting to see what lifestyle change can do for them, what it might feel like. They're really excited, and I've had a lot of success with this. I have modified it for 50 PV LRPs. And that just it's basically the same format, but I offer them a little bit less. And then at the end, they get $50 in free oils versus $100 in free oils. So this is just a nice way to incentivize that sustainability that we're looking for in our business. You know, enrollments are awesome and amazing, but this business, the backbone of it is really LRP. And this incentivizes LRP. All right, builders and sharers. I'm doing a little builder bump. So if we have somebody new who's really excited, I am offering $100 in free oils Actually, I think I bumped this up to 250. I talked with Katrina and we're going to do 250. So I got to put a different graphic in here. This is the old one. But basically what they are required to do is host 4 classes in their launch week, enroll family and friends, maintain 100 PV LRP, and enroll at least one, enroll in the business builder certification. Keep in mind, I'm modifying this, but you want to be able to incentivize this for people. So if they enroll and they're like, hey, yeah, I think I do want to start a holistic business, that one, they get 25% off their enrollment kit. And then when they do their launch week, they get additional incentives. So keep that in mind for anybody who's kind of like on the fence with building. You can offer this builder bump to people who are already enrolled and maybe just need a little extra incentive to get the ball moving. Educational opportunities. Okay, so we've partnered with Wendy's team, and their group names have changed. So Wellness Works is the name of the business builder group. If you're not in there already, go ahead and look for it. If you were in the Team Reifenberg group before, you are still in the Wellness Works group. And then her continuing education group is now called Wellness Wins. And they are doing on Wednesday nights essential oil continuing education workshops like we were doing, and we're just merging together. So our leaders in our team are gonna teach, co-teach with the leaders in Team Reifenberg's team. And one of the reasons is that the summer can be a little bit of a slower time, and it's ideal for us to bring our resources together so that it doesn't all fall on just one person because everybody else is busy like doing summer things. So we're merging together and sharing our brilliance. These are the upcoming classes. We have bracelet making this week. The link is in the team calendar. And you'll also see it pop up if you're in those Facebook groups. So check that out. And if you need me to, I will be happy to send it directly to you for you to save so that you can access it every Wednesday night. But also here, bit.ly Wellness Wins Workshop. bit.ly/Wellness Wins Workshop. That should say shop. There's a cleaner graphic already done. I just need to throw it in here. All right, Essential Oil 101. The day for this has changed to Tuesday nights at 7. bit.ly Be Oily will get you access to that. Health and Income happens directly afterwards at 8 p.m. Same link on Zoom. And this is a place to bring people who are curious about building so that they can really see the community and get to know our leaders and decide if it's something that they'd like to do for themselves. So I do encourage you to try to get 2 people to this weekly if you can, and you should really jump on too so you can learn kind of how to talk about the business a little bit more. The more we talk about it, the more we're involved in events that talk about it, the easier it'll be for us to share. And then we have new builder support. This is an ongoing thing that we've had for a while, Monday nights at 7:30. This really helps people walk through the business building guide and the certification course. It is on a 3 to 4 week rotation. You can pop in anytime, but if you do have somebody new and you're curious to know where they are in the rotation, just reach out to Katrina and she will let you know if they're on like the first, second, or third, or if they're getting ready to restart. This is over, but I will say if you have anybody that you would like to sample and get to a class, then let me know. I will send your samples out for you. I sent out like 7 or 8 today. I have another chunk to do tomorrow. And we have a big Essential Oil 101 class happening on the 17th of June. So anybody who samples in like within this week or even next week, I'll be adding in a little flyer that tells them about the class happening on the 17th. And then Katrina also made a automated text response. I don't know what it's called, like a system where you text the word intro to a specific phone number, and then they get automated texts over the course of 4 days with essential oil 101 type information. So what I'm doing is I'm sampling a couple ways. One, I'm sampling people with customized samples specific to their needs, or if they just want to come to the 101 class, I'm giving them kind of like a generic sampling of blends and some peppermint. And then I'm adding in these 2 little flyers so they know about the texting and then the class that's coming up. So it's a great way to push people to that class and, you know, get them into some automated stuff so you don't always have to be the point of information. So it can simplify your life. So let me know if you have anybody that would be interested in some samples. I've been tapping into people's networks with this, saying something along the lines of, hey, I'm sending out samples over the next couple days, and I'd love to help you or your friends and family out with any ailments that you might have. And then I list off like gas, bloating, indigestion, allergies, headaches, migraines, stress, anxiety, sleep, you know, et cetera, all the things that we can really address easily with essential oils, and, you know, ask them for referrals, friends and family. And if you yourself would like to try something out, I'm happy to hook you up, kind of thing. And it's been really great. I've gotten a lot of new contacts in this way. So I encourage you guys, reach out. It's amazing when you sit down and stretch yourself with who you're reaching out to and be very intentional about it, how much can come back for you. You might get a lot of no's, but you also might tap into something new, and that'll really shift how you feel about your business when you feel a couple good yeses and positive moments. So I encourage you to put yourself out there in that way. And that is the last slide I have here. So oh, lots of information. Those are things that I'm going to be doing over the next 6 months. I'm recommitting to growing faster and stronger. In the past, we've really grown at a much slower pace, and I'm putting a much larger emphasis on focusing on influential people and people who are going to be wanting to do this as a business. And my customer base will grow by doing that, but I also know that I will find people who are wanting to build along the way a lot easier if I'm discussing it and keeping it on the front of my mind for those conversations. So all those graphics are in Trello, so they are currently available to you right now, and the updated no spelling mistake ones are in there, so you'll have good clean graphics to use. And like I said, any of them, if you like the framework and the idea of it, but you want to shift some of the wording, just let me know and I can change them up in Canva, and then you will have a customized graphic just for yourself that you can offer to people. So let me know. I will talk to you soon. Take care.